Yep, you saw correctly. I am right now at San Juan, Puerto Rico. And so, it's definitely pretty exciting for my family because we haven't been here in, from what I've heard, 7 years. I mean, honestly, that was mostly because of COVID, I've heard. So, now that that's all over, we're finally back. And finally back in pretty much half my heritage home, I don't know how else to say it. That's kind of the only way I know how to say it, but hopefully that's like a good way of saying it. So yeah, we just decided to come here just a vacation, just to settle down, for the summer, because, school is getting pretty close. So, just decided to come here and, also to visit my grandma because for the past 7 years, she's been the one that's been coming to Florida. It's pretty unfair. So now you can say we kind of paid her back, and now we're traveling to her. So yeah, we arrived not so long ago, and oh gosh. And so okay, yes. So again, we just arrived, and we're right now at a mall. And honestly, I think this was like a mall that we've been to. Like, have we been to this mall? I didn't even recognize it. Like it's been that long that I don't even recognize it. But yeah, we've definitely been here like the last time I was in Puerto Rico. So yeah, it's crazy. So right now we're just having lunch because we haven't eaten all morning. So yeah, we're just gonna, I will share off what I eat. I'm actually going to be doing like an Instagram reel of the foods that I eat. So, stay tuned for that. And so yeah, we're just waiting. It's a pretty long line of where we're eating. So we're just gonna wait maybe like a couple more minutes, maybe like 10 minutes from what I'm seeing. But hey, this place is pretty busy. This whole mall is very, very busy. So yeah, it's understandable. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait, and then we'll see how this food is. We shall see. All right, so we just came back from the mall, and so basically, after we ate, we just took a walk around, and I can guarantee that I can tell that a lot of things have changed. Like I said, it's been 7 years since I've been in Puerto Rico, and that mall was pretty much a mall that I've been through before, and I do remember it pretty well, but clearly a lot has changed. Pretty much we're back here. We're here at my grandma's house, and it's a very nice house. I'm not gonna share it. I don't think it's right, but I can. If you notice, it's a very pretty house. She's pretty big on decorating a house. The only downside, it's very hot. It's very hot in like 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms. Like there's only 2 rooms with like good air conditioning. That's actually nice and cool. That's a little bit of a negative, but I'm not gonna complain. And there is a little something that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say what it is. It'll be a big surprise, but you'll see. So yeah, we're just gonna settle down. I don't know if we're gonna be doing anything later, but if anything goes down, I'll 100% share it. So we'll see how that goes, and I'm gonna try to enjoy. I won't try to record too much because I really want to enjoy myself, be with my grandma, and like again, it's been so long. So it's definitely, I think it's important for me to enjoy myself here. So we'll just see what goes down, and if anything happens today, don't worry, I'll share with you right away. So see you later or tonight, we shall see. All right, so just don't mind this lighting. I'm just using my phone with all the lights off. And so, basically from the last time I recorded, I basically the whole time I was just here at the house, I was pretty much on my phone, doing nothing. I don't know what's to come tomorrow. I mean, I've heard we're gonna go to a specific restaurant. I'm not exactly sure, but as of right now, we're gonna be doing a lot more things. So yeah, I'm just gonna go on ahead. I'm gonna just settle down a little bit, and then gonna probably go to bed in a little bit. So yep. So I guess all I can say now is see you all tomorrow for day 2 of my trip here in Puerto Rico. All right, so it is the next morning, and throughout the whole morning, we were just settling down. Except the time where I actually went and make breakfast. I did make a nice sandwich with an egg. And I will say one thing. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'll say it again if I did. I will be putting up everything that I eat on my Instagram. I'll put a reel up. I just thought it would be necessary instead of just like doing everything that I will do in one video. So I thought that would be better. So, you know, right now I'm gonna go get ready. We're gonna go out. I don't know what we're gonna be doing just yet, but we're gonna do something. I guarantee that. And, you know, I'm just hoping for a good day because, you know, it's definitely a little stressful for me because I wish I could be prepping more on school and going back to Charlotte, but what can I do? So yeah, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and get dressed because honestly, the rest of my family is getting ready as well, so I better get going. So I'll see you all in a little bit. Alrighty, so I don't want to record too much because I'm right now in the middle of walking and, you know, I don't want to be all like, So what we're doing right now, we're going through Old San Juan. And so, you know, we definitely did a couple of things in here. We walked across the streets, which are very beautiful streets, I have to say. And then of course, we went to a couple of stores and, you know, we didn't really get that much yet. I mean, a couple of us got some fans. And, you know, that's kind of it because it's hot. Like, trust me, it is hot. If you haven't noticed, like, I'm sweating all over, especially from my back. Like, it's ridiculous. But so far, the one thing that I liked was that we went to this big open field with the San Juan Fortress, and that felt good because, like, it was very, very windy, and, you know, it was just a nice way to cool off. And then so far, you know, I did get a nice passion fruit sherbet, which it's actually something that I've ate since I was like a little kid. So trying that, it was like a reminder of my childhood. So that was great. And so right now we're gonna wait. I think we're about to go in and eat. Oh no, not yet. Well, right now we're just walking. We're gonna see if we can just eat somewhere, eat some lunch, and then, you know, I'm not really sure what else we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna be heading straight back home or maybe explore more. Like, I think we might explore more because I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to see, but right now we're just leaving the field with that huge fortress I was talking about. Like, you know, I'll definitely show off what I've recorded. You know, like I said, I tried my best not to record too much of myself because I just want to try to focus on where I'm going and where I'm walking. So yeah, I'm gonna record myself less for this video. You know, I'll just be showing off a lot of the things that I've seen. I'm gonna go ahead, keep going, and then, you know, just keep showing off what I've seen. So yeah, let's do this. Alright, so it has now been a couple of hours later, and we are right now just hanging out at this beautiful pier here. So, you know, got the pier right here, and then you got a large, you know, I honestly don't know what they would call this. I don't know if it's a canal or a lake or something, but it's absolutely beautiful, especially late at night. So, Yeah, it's all great. And, I gotta say, today was pretty exciting. We got to go in the big open field. We got to have delicious food. I got some of Puerto Rico's signatures, which is mofongo. But then I also got some delicious gelato, which, I will say I am an absolute sucker for gelato. So yeah, that's been great. But, what's gonna happen now? We're just gonna hang out here a little longer, and then we're going to start heading home. We'll get some rest, and then starting tomorrow, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. Unlike visiting other place, I'm not gonna say much. It'll be a big surprise because it's definitely gonna be, I think, gonna be quite amazing where we're gonna be doing. So yeah, you'll just have to. You'll see very soon. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop here and pretty much end day 2. So see you guys tomorrow.